Hello everyone, my name is Shivani Tyagi and I'll be introducing you, I'll be making you know about Rajasthan PCS. As with this, I remember Buddha's quote. Buddha said that like we fill bucket drop by drop. So in the same way, by consistency, reading everything day by day, taking small steps, we learn, we grasp knowledge, right? So in the same way, we have to go through this paper and understand the strategies, right? So this is what Rajasthan PCS is about: consistency, dedication, going through the PYQs, understanding that what you have to understand, right? What pattern should be followed about the PYQs, right? Then we have to analyze the paper, right? So I'll make you understand what this paper is about. I'll make you understand what strategies you should follow. I'll make you understand about the pattern also, and I'll make you understand that how you have to deliver your answers, right? Because consistency matters a lot when it comes to writing the examination. Now let's understand section 1, introduction and foundation. So this examination blueprint, if you are writing any examination, you have to know the history. Because whenever we are reading beautiful history, or whenever we are reading or maybe writing the history, what we do, we try to analyze things, right? And this is what you have to do here. What you have to do, you have to understand the examination requires. It requires comprehensive and stage specific preparation strategy, right? Success in this process involves navigating 3 crucial steps, right? If you are like running towards something, make sure that your journey is beautiful, right? It is well maintained, it is structured, it is known by you. So make sure that your steps are known by you, are designed by you, right? So whenever you are preparing for this examination, first of all, know the history, right? Understand what this examination wants from you, right? Then try to understand and analyze that what you want from this examination. Are you fit for this examination? Do you really want to do this? And after analyzing all this, I can guarantee you, I can assure you that this journey of yours will be very beautiful. Now moving to the next slide. There are 3 stages of the RPSC RAS examination. Okay? Stage 1 is preliminary examination, stage 2 is mains examination, and stage 3 is interview examination. Now when we talk about pre, okay, so in this preliminary examination, your foundation should be so strong, right? In this, the examiners ask you questions, about the foundation, that if you can make relevancy or not, right? So your foundation should be very strong in this. Then comes the mains examination. Here, analytical question will be asked, right? Like if you see the PYQs, before the questions were very like straightforward. Definitions were there, right? Concept clarity was not like much asked, but now it's more analytical, right? Conceptual. They exactly want to know that if you are in certain position, will you be able to handle the pressure? Will you be able to solve the dilemma, right? This is the like stage 2. This is what mains examination is about. So in this preliminary, your foundation should be clear, right? You should know that what exactly you are going through. And in main examination, it's more analytic, right? So in stage 3, interview stage, very important. If you have cleared stage 1 and stage 2, then you'll be able to reach to stage 3, where they'll ask you the questions, where they'll put you in a situation and they'll help you to understand that if like actually you are fitted for this job or not, right? So these 3 important stage we have, and your structure, your subject, your concept should be designed and defined according to these stages only. Now moving to the next thing, the recipe for success. If you are running towards something, I'm sure like we have to plan and everything, right? There should be like stages defined. This is why it is like very important to know that what our ultimate goal is. So the ultimate goal is achieving a balanced preparation across all subjects and stages. It's not like that one day you decided, okay, today I'll like grasp every knowledge that exists in this world. Is it possible? No. Is it making sense? No. Is it logical? No. Illogical thing. What you have to do, first of all, try to analyze your subject, like which subject of yours is strong, right, and which is not, which needs your more requirement and which does not, right? If you'll have understanding of your subject, then you'll be able to understand it, then you'll be able to make more efficient decisions. Another second step, what you have to do, try to analyze PYQs, because PYQs will help you to understand that which subject holds the more importance, right? Once you'll have the grasping of that knowledge, then you'll be able to give more time to that subject, right? So this is what you have to do. First of all, analyze that which subject of yours is stronger. Second thing, try to understand that how PYQs are coming up with and what kind of subject is in more importance right now. Second thing, it is essential to adopt stage-specific preparation methods throughout the journey. As I said, there should be planning towards this structure. अगर प्लानिंग नहीं होगी, you will not be able to attempt even pre. Mains तो तुम इंटरव्यू तो तुम छोड़ो, you won't be able to go through the pre, right? Because in pre, foundation is very important, and you will run towards foundation only when you have understanding of these two steps which I have mentioned. I hope these pointers are clear to you. Now, when we move to prelims preparation, now we are going to understand all the three steps very like precisely, right? So step one is prelims preparation. So prelim strategy is understanding the landscape, right? So the initial preparation phase requires candidates to analyze previous 5-10 years papers. If you are analyzing them, you will be able to understand that what kind of questions, PCS basically ask, what they exactly want from you. You will have the basic understanding which will help you in stage one, right? You will be able to analyze your subjects also, that which subject of yours strong, right? And in which stage requirement of your efforts of your requirement is, right? So this is why it is very important that you go through the 5-10 years of papers. So this analysis helps in identifying crucial topics and exam patterns, right? Once you'll have the understanding of exam pattern, then you'll be able to attempt. It will help you in speed accuracy also. Speed accuracy will be maintained, right, because of these PYQs analysis. And with that, you will have the understanding of subject also, right? That on which subject you have to give importance, right? And after this, it will help you to analyze also that which subject of yours is strong, right? So these three things will be done because of this analysis. So make sure that you are analyzing these PYQs, right? Now, moving towards slide 5, which is developing core competencies. So candidate must work to develop strong conceptual and factual clarity. Make sure that you are designing your subjects accordingly, that which subject includes and which subject wants your conceptual understanding, which subject includes your factual clarity, right? Like in geography, we need these conceptual plus map, right? And when it comes to history, we need some conceptual and factual, right? And we need some understanding of the topic. Analysis should be done, right? So this is very important, that you should have the understanding of conceptual and factual. Divide your subjects accordingly, right? And I'm again saying it, please make sure that you have understanding of your subject also, that which subject of yours requires more efforts. Now, this clarity is the foundation for tackling the exam's multifaceted questions. This will help you to tackle all the type of questions, right? This will help you, you cannot come up one day and decide that I'll study all the subjects, right? This cannot be done, right? So this is why this division is very important, and this is why it is very important to understand that how you are going to put it, how you are going to understand it, right? And you have to go through the PYQs. As I said again, that PYQs will help you a lot analyzing the things. Now, prelims preparation, documentation, efficient note makings. A key part of the strategy is to prepare concise notes. Notes are for you, right? They are not for me to check. They are not for the examiner to check. They are not for this world. They are for you. If you want to color them, if you want to build them in paragraphs, it doesn't matter how you want them. Notes should be precise. They should be made according to you, right? People make different types of notes, right? So these notes should be made according to your efficiency, right? According to your understanding. Doesn't matter how you want to make them. If you want to color them, if you want to put them in bullets, if you want to build another things, if you want to put mappings in there, that totally depends on you. Notes are there so that it can save your time, when that time of examination is near, right? Or tumhe padhna hai, you don't have much time to open your books and read, then these notes will help you, right? This is why you are making those notes, so that it can save your time. तो आपको क्या करना है कि नोट्स इस तरीके से बनाने हैं so that they can help you analyze कि ठीक है, यहाँ पे bullet points है, there is this certain mapping also, there is certain diagram also, right? And I have to draw this diagram, I have to write this example in this. इतने precise notes होने चाहिए bullets में, right? Keywords होने चाहिए, and just after seeing that one keyword, you have the whole story in your mind, right? This precise, these notes should be, right? Because it will save your time at the time of एग्जामिनेशन, क्योंकि इसके साथ साथ तुम्हारा बैकग्राउंड प्रेशर भी बहुत ज्यादा आएगा, फैमिली प्रेशर, सोसाइटी प्रेशर एंड द प्रेशर फ्रॉम यू, राइट? एंड while handling all that you have to read and study also, and that time, you know, during that examination time, it's very crucial that you stay calm. And I can assure you that Plutus IAS will give you like that place where you can, you know, reveal yourself, explore yourself. So this is what you have to do. You have to come with a note making which is like fitting according to you. And as I've said like before also, कि paper analysis बहुत ज़्यादा important है, right? That is like the first step towards your this journey. So make sure that you are analyzing your paper. Now, after analyzing the paper, after knowing that we have to make notes, let's move towards the next important thing, which is the final push, that is prelims preparation. Intensive practice is needed, right? So candidates should begin intensive practices 15-20 days before the exam, right? When it comes to this prelims phase, right? Speed maintaining is very important. Again, mentioning it to you, this is not just an examination which will check your conceptual clarity, which is going to ask you analytical question. It is going to see your mind working also, that how strong you are if you are given such task, where you have to write certain, you know, you have to write certain examples and answers in mains and prelims, right? So this is what these examinations test yours, patience and hard work. So if you will be able to maintain the speed of yours, right? अगर speed maintain हो जाती है, ठीक है, तो आपका आंसर इजीली, आपको ज्यादा सोचना नहीं पड़ेगा, एंड देन यू विल बी एबल टू डिलीवर एग्जैक्टली व्हाट यू हैव रेड, राइट? सो मेक श्योर कि ये 15-20 दिन, these 15-20 days are very crucial, and you are, you know, going through the PYQs, और उसके बाद में जितनी ज्यादा प्रैक्टिस हो सकती है PYQs के थ्रू आप प्लीज करिए, बिकॉज स्पीड हेयर मेंटेन, you know, it is required, it is mandatory, right? Now the dedicated practice blocks ensure readiness for exam day. As I said, these notes, right, these PYQs, right, and this consistency of yours and this stable mind, right, these 4 things are very important. ये चारों चीजें अगर होती हैं तो I don't think you need anything. ठीक है, पहले तो start building an environment like around you. ऐसा environment होना चाहिए which is not, you know, making you dull or making you feel dumb. ठीक है, motivated environment रखो. उसके बाद second चीज है syllabus से go through करो, like what this syllabus is asking, right? If you are fitting in that syllabus or not, how much efforts do you require? Third thing, very important thing, PYQs के बाद, syllabus analysis के बाद, you have to understand कि basically आप कितने efforts दे पाओगे इसको, right? What kind of like requirements does this examination hold? चौथी चीज जो कि बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है, वो है आपकी consistency. आज आपने decide किया that you will be preparing for this examination, and the next day you are there watching Netflix and not going through the syllabus, doing PYQs. It will not make sense. Doesn't matter if you are doing it for 1 month. अगर आपने एक दिन भी वो consistency नहीं दिखाई, ठीक है, if you left that place of yours where hard work was seen for like particular 1 month, right, you will not be able to go on that track again. This is how our mind works. एक बार अगर हम उस ट्रैक से उतर गए, वापस से चढ़ना बहुत ज्यादा मुश्किल हो जाएगा. तो make sure, like in the first slide, at the first starting of this video, I told you that you have to maintain the consistency. रोज करेंगे, रोज पढ़ेंगे, then you'll be able to clear this examination. And this is why Plutus IAS is here for you, because we are designing teachers, we are designing syllabus, we are designing notes for you, right? According to your wishes, according to your capabilities. ठीक है, what you have to do, you have to, you know, go through the syllabus, go through the PYQs, give the test that teachers are giving to you, be present in the classroom, try to ask questions, and be present. When I say be present in the classroom, actually be present in the classroom, right? कंसिस्टेंसी जितनी दिखाओगे उतना ज्यादा आपके हार्डवर्क में दिखेगा, जितना हार्डवर्क में दिखेगा उतना ज्यादा आपके पेपर और टेस्ट में दिखेगा, जितना पेपर और टेस्ट में यहाँ दिखेगा उतना ही ज्यादा एग्जामिनेशन हॉल में भी दिखाई देगा. जर्नी इजी होती है इफ यू आर सीरियस अबाउट दैट. ठीक है, अगर आप सीरियस है ही नहीं, then this journey will make no point, right? You choosing this examination will make no point. No one forced you to give this examination. It's not like you are, you know, appearing for any master's examination, appearing for any graduation examination. You chose this path because you thought that you have capabilities. So this is what you have to prove here to you, to the society, to you people around you. ठीक है, यही तो आप प्रूव करने के लिए आए हो, है ना? तो उसमें करना क्या है आपको कंसिस्टेंसी दिखानी है, PYQs के थ्रू आपको गो थ्रू करना है, क्लास में प्रेजेंट रहना है, और उसके साथ साथ यू जस्ट हैव टू लिसन टू योर टीचर, यू हैव टू गिव टेक्स्ट रेगुलरली, एंड यू हैव टू बी प्रेजेंट इन द क्लास. दैट्स इट, ठीक है। इतना टफ एग्जामिनेशन नहीं है, अगर आप पीवाईक्यूज देखोगे तो आपको समझ में आएगा दैट इफ यू चोज दिस एग्जामिनेशन यू हैड कैपेबिलिटी एंड यू कैन डू इट। नाउ preliminary exams insights and attempts. So expected difficulty level for the prelims is moderate to difficult. The section on the Rajasthan history and culture was identified as the toughest area. Good attempts generally range between 85 to 95 questions. Okay. Now, ये तो वो कहानी है जो आप अगर मानना चाहते हो तो मानोगे, अदरवाइज यू विल नॉट। अगर ये एग्जामिनेशन टफ नहीं होता तो आप क्या इसे लेते, और अगर ये टफ होता तो भी क्या आप लेते, राइट? दोनों में आंसर सेम ही होंगे, ठीक है। अगर आपको लगता है कि ये एग्जामिनेशन टफ है, ठीक है, तो आई डोंट थिंक यू शुड डू इट, ठीक है। पहला हमारा डीमोटिवेशन वहीं से शुरू हो जाता है कि दिस एग्जामिनेशन इज टफ एंड आई वोंट बी एबल टू डू इट, राइट? सो यू डोंट हैव टू go to that path. What you have to do, you have to not expect, you have to accept. Change this to accept. हमें कोई चीज डिफिकल्टी तब लगती है when we are not prepared for that, right? And the strategies that I have told you, go through the PYQs, be consistent, right? Listen to your teacher, give test, be present in the classroom. इन 5 चीज के अलावा और करना क्या आपको? कुछ भी नहीं. So you don't have to expect, you have to accept. Difficult हो या moderate हो, doesn't matter. You will be able to crack it if you are being consistent, if you are showing your hard work, if you are coming to the classes regularly, right? इसके अलावा और कुछ करना ही नहीं है, right? But yes, when we talk about its like difficulty, it's moderate to difficult, right? And the section on Rajasthan history and culture was identified as the toughest area. As I was said you before, like for like the question here are more analytical and like more precise, right? Stability basically is seen in PYQs, but then again, it is considered to be more like as the toughest area. But if you have these strongest parts, then I can guarantee you that you'll score good in this. Next, the attempts generally ranges between 85 to 95 questions. अगर इतना score कर पा रहे हो, तो it means you are a safe zone. ठीक है? Again telling you, it is not tough. The way you preparing, it should be clear to you. ठीक है? आपसे वो clear होनी चाहिए. ठीक है? There is nothing moderate and tough. Difficulty. ठीक है? Difficulty आती ही तब है when we are not prepared for this. अगर आप इसे डिफिकल्टी बोल रहे हो, इफ यू थिंक दिस एग्जामिनेशन इज डिफिकल्ट, डू यू रियली थिंक कि फिर कोई क्लियर कर पाएगा? बट देयर आर पीपल हु आर क्लियरिंग दिस, उनके लिए डिफिकल्ट क्यों नहीं था? इट मींस दे प्रिपेयर्ड वेल एंड यू डिडंट, राइट? सो मेक श्योर दैट यू आर पुटिंग आउट दिस कांसेप्ट ऑफ योर माइंड, और आप उस पाथ पर बेसिकली चल रहे हो बाय बिलीविंग इन योरसेल्फ. एज आई सेड यू बिफोर, डोंट फोर्स यू टू टेक दिस एग्जामिनेशन. You took it because you know that you have capability, because you know you can put your hard work into it, and that's what you have to do, right? Now moving towards the next slide, which is maximizing score on exam day. So strategic tip for the prelims is to attempt easy questions first. ये strategy बहुत important है. So when you are like doing easy questions, तो तुम्हारा basically time वहाँ पे save हो जाएगा, ठीक है? जो तुम्हारा time वहाँ पे save होगा, then you can put your time on the tough questions. You'll get the time to analyze these questions. So make sure that you are picking up those questions जो थोड़े आसान है, right? Which you can clearly solve. तो पहले tough questions पे अपना answers करो, and then move towards the toughest questions. Then this is approach helps secure foundational marks and builds confidence. ठीक है? स्टार्टिंग के पेपर में जाओगे, you'll see the toughest question of yours, और तुम्हारा confidence वहीं पे lose हो जाएगा. And if you're losing that confidence, then you will be not able to handle the easiest question. So it is very important that you are solving easy questions first and then moving towards the toughest question. जो तुम्हारा time बचा हुआ है, then you will be able to put more efforts over there, right? Now, main core requirement, the mains approach examination requires a descriptive and analytical approach. As I said you in the first slide only, now they don't want to know the definition. क्या करना उनको definition जान के? It's already written in the book. If they are giving you that examination, if they are giving you those questions, they want to know you, right? They want to know the real you, right? By putting these types of questions, by descriptive and analytical approach. ठीक है? तो मेंस के एग्जामिनेशन में you'll find questions like which will make you like think more deeply, right? Now candidates must demonstrate the ability to articulate complex ideas clearly. Like it is very important that you just not read your foundation. It's very important that your foundation should be clear. NCERT should be paged, right? You should know about the world, current affairs, very important. We'll be moving towards the current affairs. Very important, all these things, right? But then again, this examination is more about analytical approach. Okay, they want to know you, the real you, that how you will behave, right? So this is why it is important that you have complex ideas clearly, right? Because when you talk to people, you basically are giving the idea of yours, right? Like how you behave, what you think, right? And this is what this examination wants from you, right? Now this is why I say that please engage yourself. It's very good that you are reading, it's very good that your foundations are clear, you read NCRT, you read books, it's very good. But then again, you need people around you who can like make your decision making questions, who can like make you think more analytical. So make sure that you are engaging yourself with those kind of people who can think and contradict you, right? So complex idea आएंगे ही वहीं से. तुम जितना ज्यादा क्वेश्चन करोगे उतने ज्यादा आंसर्स मिलेंगे, जितना तुम आंसर करोगे तुम्हें उतने सामने से क्वेश्चंस मिलेंगे, एंड दिस विल हेल्प यू टू एनालाइज थिंग्स मोर क्लियरली, टू आस्क मोर कॉम्प्लेक्स क्वेश्चन अबाउट दिस रियलिटी, अबाउट दिस वर्ल्ड, राइट? एंड दिस इज व्हाट मेंस एग्जामिनेशन इज ऑल अबाउट. मेंस एग्जामिनेशन में उनको नहीं जाननी है डेफिनेशन, उनके पास भी वही किताबें हैं जो आप पढ़कर आए हो, right? They want to see that how unique you think, they want to see that if they can like find that person, right, who have the capability to handle the situation or not. इसीलिए ये मेंस का एग्जामिनेशन रखा हुआ है, वरना अगर उन्हें डेफिनेशंस पूछने तो वो प्रीलिम्स में पूछ चुके हैं आपसे. व्हाई दे वांट टू हैव दिस मेंस एग्जामिनेशन? तो मेंस एग्जामिनेशन का पर्पस ही है बिकॉज़ दे वांट टू नो यू मोर. ठीक है, इसीलिए आप प्री से मेंस में आए, राइट? नाउ मूविंग टू द next thing, daily answer writing. Daily answer writing is essential for strong practice and is crucial tips for the means. I'll always suggest each and every student, right? Never ever write digital notes. Never. Try to write as much as you can. क्यों? पहली चीज, like you are in a pressure. ठीक है, पहला प्रेशर तो ये that you have to clear this examination. ठीक है, दूसरा प्रेशर ये फैमिली प्रेशर और सोसाइटल प्रेशर. ठीक है, तीसरा प्रेशर ऑफ योर्स कि खुद पे बिलीव किया है तो you have to clear this examination, right? तो तीन प्रेशर तो ये हो गए. चौथा प्रेशर इन एग्जामिनर्स ने दिया which is speed, word limits, and third timing. These three things. ठीक है, अब ये चीज ठीक कैसे होगी? ये चीज ठीक होगी by writing answers daily. Every single day you have to write answers. You have to like have these handwritten notes. ठीक है, digital notes पे rely नहीं रहना. Being an aspirant, you have to write notes क्योंकि mains में speed बहुत ज्यादा maintain रहनी चाहिए. So daily answer writing is essential for strong practice and is crucial tip for the mains. And in Plutus IAS, this is what you will get. You'll get test also, you'll get handwritten notes also. Teachers will dictate you and they'll make sure that your speed is maintained. ठीक है, record रहा है Plutus IAS का कि यहाँ पे जितने भी slow learners थे, slow writers थे, they have like grown efficiently with that. ठीक है, तो और बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है कि मेंस में जितना ज्यादा मेंस के लिए अगर प्रिपेयर कर रहे हो जितना ज्यादा लिख सकते हो उतना ज्यादा लिखना है. Now the consistent practices build speed, structure and quality of responses. As I said कि एक तो आपको structure maintain करना है पेपर में. Structure, by structure I mean pattern should be there, right? What pattern? Introduction should be there, right? There should be body, there should be conclusion, there should be pointer, there should be keyword, there should be current affairs. Then you have to make your answer unique also. इतनी सारी चीजें होने के बाद you have to go through the speed also, word limit भी है, फिर उसके बाद timing भी है, right? ये 7-8 चीजें मेंटेन कैसे होंगी? ठीक है, तो ये 7-8 चीजें मेंटेन होंगी जब आप रोज प्रैक्टिस करोगे. ठीक है, रोज क्लास में आओगे, जो टीचर्स आपको नोट्स लिखवा रही है आप वो रोज लिख रहे हो, जो टेस्ट वो दे रही है आप टेस्ट लिख रहे हो. सो थ्रू दैट ओनली यू विल बी एबल टू राइट इट. अंडरस्टैंड? सो मेक श्योर दैट यू आर मेंटेनिंग दैट स्ट्रक्चर बाय राइटिंग डेली वन आंसर एट लीस्ट. ठीक है, नोट्स के साथ साथ यू हैव टू राइट वन आंसर डेली, राइट? जिससे क्या होगा? स्ट्रक्चर मेंटेन रहेगा, स्पीड आपकी एक्यूरेट रहेगी, वर्ड लिमिट का यू विल हैव द आइडिया. नाउ इफ आई टेल यू दैट यू हैव टू राइट द आंसर इन 150 और 250 वर्ड्स, विल यू बी एबल टू आइडेंटिफाई कि कितने पेज में ये आंसर और कितने वर्ड्स आएंगे अकॉर्डिंग टू योर राइटिंग? ठीक है, आप ज्यादा लंबे लेटर्स लिखते हैं फिर नहीं लिखते अकॉर्डिंग टू योर अल्फाबेट्स. विल यू बी एबल टू एनालाइज इट? नहीं. सो वो चीज एनालाइज कैसे होगी? व्हेन यू विल बी राइटिंग दीज आंसर्स डेली, राइट? सो राइटिंग वन आंसर डेली इज मस्ट फॉर दीज कंडीशंस. इन 7-8 कंडीशंस के लिए यू हैव टू राइट दीज आंसर्स. आई होप दिस इज क्लियर बाय नाउ. नाउ मूविंग टू द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड, which is enhancing readability. So effective presentation is vital in the mains. ठीक है. Second thing, a candidate should utilize diagrams and subheadings for better presentation. there are like so many students who will be giving this examination. ठीक है, they'll be reading the same current affair, they'll be reading the same keywords, they'll be reading the same syllabus. ठीक है, वही पेन यूज करेंगे, वही पेपर यूज करेंगे, and they'll be like sitting next to you. ठीक है, तो मुझे ये बताओ that why you should be the one who should get selected, who have like clear this examination. ठीक है, ये सवाल है इस स्लाइड का. तो वो चीज होगी बाय मेंटेनिंग द प्रेजेंटेशन. ठीक है, प्रेजेंटेशन इतनी ज्यादा क्लियर होनी चाहिए कि दैट इट शुड लुक ब्यूटीफुल. And by presentation, what I mean, so first is presentation. By presentation, I mean keywords should be there. It should be written in bullets. Handwriting should be fine. Calligraphy तो नहीं लिखनी है, but then handwriting should be like readable, right? Then structure should be there. ठीक है, ये सारी चीजें mandatory है to have the presentation. ठीक है, candidate should utilize diagrams and subheadings for the better presentation. ठीक है, अब examiner is checking so many thousands of papers. ठीक है, now he is tired, he is not in mood to check it. ठीक है, तुमने बना दिया diagram, you made the diagram. ठीक है, with this it saved examiner's time, right? It saved your time, right? It helped to examine the concept of yours कि ठीक है, इसको पता है that what this exact word means, the definition that has been asked in the question, it is answered through the diagrams. ठीक है, it saved your time also. ठीक है, पहले तो तुम्हारा टाइम बच गया यहाँ पर while writing the drawing the diagram. ठीक है, दूसरा presentable presentable हो रहा है. ठीक है, and then third important thing is that it is saving examiner's time while checking the paper. The moment he saw your diagram, he knew that yes, you have these concept clarity and he don't have to check it further. ठीक है, वहीं पे tick mark and वहीं पे you'll get the marks. ठीक है, and then another thing is making your examination, making your paper unique. वो unique होगा by the example. So try to read thinkers, try to read books more and more, ताकि तुम अपना idea जो है इस तरीके से generate कर पाओ that the person sitting next to you, you have like different and unique answer of yours. ठीक है, तो इसी तरीके से you have to present your answer. I hope this is clear to you. Now incorporating bullet points and flowcharts can significantly improve clarity. As I said, flowchart बनेगा तो it will help the examiner to analyze that yes, you have the concept clarity, right? And bullet points, as I said, presentation में it is very important. आंसर जितना सुंदर दिखेगा मेरा भी चेक करने का मन करेगा, right? If it is not presentable, if it is not looking good, I will not check that paper, right? It should not be untidy, and all these things might be looking very tricky to you. But once you'll be in Plutus IAS, once you'll be sitting here in front of us, in front of teachers, in front of all your questions, you will have your answers. You'll definitely have your answers. The only thing you have to do is present in the classroom, show consistency, be hard work, right? And give test, write notes, right? If you are doing these things, ठीक है, तुम्हें और कुछ करने की जरूरत ही नहीं. As I said it again also, hard work तो करना पड़ेगा. You chose this paper, no one implemented this for you, right? Now, moving to the other thing, which says managing dynamic and static content. It is necessary to maintain updated current affair notes. Simultaneously, candidates must strengthen static parts of the syllabus. Okay. In the beginning only I said कि आंसर तो यूनिक बनाना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, there are thousands of people who will be giving this examination. ठीक है, अगर आंसर ऐसा हुआ कि वो बेसिकली प्रेजेंटेबल नहीं है पहला तो, ठीक है, और दूसरा वो यूनिक नहीं है. अगर ये दो चीजें नहीं है, आई विल नॉट चेक दैट पेपर. ठीक है, सो आपको पहले तो प्रेजेंटेबल बनाना है बाय राइटिंग इट डेली, बाय राइटिंग एटलीस्ट वन आंसर डेली. एंड अनदर इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज दैट यू आर गोइंग थ्रू द करंट अफेयर्स. Current affairs are important. You cannot write this examination without current affairs, no matter how much you are reading, no matter how much foundation of yours is clear. Okay? Current affairs are history, right? About your surrounding, about the change that you want to do. ठीक है, अगर आप current affairs नहीं पढ़ोगे, your answer will not be unique. You won't be able to connect. Now, when it comes to current affairs, people think that how we'll connect it, right? How we should read it? Should we read the headings and leave it? Or should we mention in the example the headings and then like all the diagram, or should we write the history of it? No. What you have to do is take out the current affair, try to understand it, that what it says, and then read the history of it, that why it has been said. Then third important thing that you have to do is put yourself in that shoe and try to understand the idea that what I would have done in that situation, what differences I would have come up with, right? इससे क्या होगा, अगर तुम अपनी thinking लगा रहे हो ना, first of all it will help you to analyze the situation. Second important thing, it will help you to remember that current affair more and more. Why? Because you are putting extra efforts into that current affair. ठीक है, और जितने हम एक्स्ट्रा एफर्ट्स डालते हैं किसी भी चीज में, हमें वो लंबे टाइम के लिए याद रहती है, राइट। दिस इज साइकोलॉजिकल फैक्टर। तो करंट अफेयर्स पढ़ना नहीं है, करंट अफेयर्स समझना है, राइट। यू आर गिविंग दिस एग्जामिनेशन टू ब्रिंग सम चेंज इन द सोसाइटी, so make sure that you are bringing that change in a way which is actually implemented and is there for a long term, ठीक है। तो इस तरीके से करंट अफेयर्स करने हैं आपको, एंड देयर शुड बी अ सेपरेट नोटबुक फॉर दैट करंट अफेयर। आपको करंट अफेयर की कहानी नहीं लिखनी है, एब्सोल्युटली कहानी नहीं लिखनी है, बट यू शुड नो द हिस्ट्री। हिस्ट्री समझोगे तो फिर आपको याद रहेगा, एनालाइज कर पाओगे और उसके बाद इंप्लीमेंट भी कर पाओगे व्हेन देयर विल बी अ टाइम, ठीक है। करंट अफेयर्स की कहानी, आई होप दैट यू हैव अंडरस्टूड। नाउ moving to the next, paper 1 GS strategy, general studies focus area. So paper 1 covers important areas such as Rajasthan and Indian culture and economy and sociology, ठीक है। बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, एज आई सेड यू इन द प्रीवियस स्लाइड्स ऑल्सो, कि पहले तो ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड कि कौन से सब्जेक्ट्स हमारे लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है, राइट। वंस यू हैव द अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ दिस, ठीक है, तुम्हें समझ में आएगा कि तुम्हें सबसे ज्यादा एफर्ट्स डालने की कहाँ जरूरत है, राइट। इन विच पेपर यू आर लैकिंग, इन विच पेपर यू हैव टू पुट योर एफर्ट्स, ठीक है। तो राजस्थान में इंडियन कल्चर, इकोनॉमी और सोशियोलॉजी का बहुत बड़ा रोल है, राइट। सो मेक श्योर दैट यू आर अपडेटेड विद ऑल द करंट अफेयर्स। इकोनॉमी और सोशियोलॉजी में बिना करंट अफेयर्स के तो यू कैन नॉट राइट योर आंसर, इम्पॉसिबल, ठीक है। जो भी करंट अफेयर्स अभी आ रहे हैं, ट्राई टू लिंक इट विद देम, ट्राई टू एनालाइज इट, ठीक है। और उसके बाद कहानी समझना शुरू करो, यू विल रिलेट ऑल द पेपर्स योरसेल्फ, यू विल रिलेट ऑल द करंट अफेयर्स योरसेल्फ। The strategy for this paper emphasizes clarity and structure, right? Because this is all about clarity and structure. Sociology, right? And I'm sure this, like these two paper have like nothing that you have not read before. ठीक है, फाउंडेशन क्लियरिंग बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है। गो थ्रू द एनसीईआरटीज, ट्राई टू रीड इट एज मच एज यू कैन, ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड इट एंड ग्रास्प इट एज मच एज यू कैन, राइट। यहाँ तक सबको समझ में आ गया होगा। Okay, now paper 1 GS1 specific note making, so mastering Rajasthan topics. So when we talk about this, for paper 1 candidates should make concise notes on Rajasthan topics. As I said before also, notes तुम्हारे लिए होंगे, right? So वो इतने precise, इतने concise होने चाहिए कि जैसे ही आप एक keyword देखते हो, when you see that one particular keyword, you have like the whole history in your mind. Okay, this is the keyword, the background was this, the concept was this, the future, I have to like put this keyword into this particular example, right? तो इस तरीके से आपके अंदर अंडरस्टैंडिंग होनी चाहिए, राइट। एंड द सेम गोज विद द डायग्राम आल्सो। नोट्स में ही यू कैन मेक द डायग्राम्स, ठीक है, सो दैट यू कैन हैव द आइडिया, ताकि तुम्हें पेपर में अलग से सोचना ना पड़े, राइट। You should have pre-diagrams, you should have pre-examples made up, which can like save your time during the answer writing, right? Now, next important thing is these localized topics often require specialized detailed preparation. As it is mentioned, right, it is told to you. Now you know that these things, the sociology, right, these Rajasthan topics, economics, right, Indian culture, they hold very important place in here. तो अब अगर पता चल चुका है तो like there should be separate notebook for that. Why? Because you have to make the notes and notes should be precise for you, right? ताकि आपका टाइम बचे जब आप रिवीजन कर रहे हो, एक दिन पहले, 2 दिन पहले, राइट। 15-20 दिन पहले से you have to start with the PYQs prelims के लिए for the foundation courses. I hope it is clear for you. Okay. Now, paper 2, general studies, ethics, science and geography. So paper 2 encompasses key subjects including ethics, science and tech and geography. For geography, candidates must prepare earth science and global locally. So ये तीनों ही सब्जेक्ट्स, चारों सब्जेक्ट्स ऐसे हैं जिसमें आपको अपडेटेड रहना पड़ेगा। करंट अफेयर्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, जितनी भी टेक की चीजें चल रही है, राइट, इन दी मीन टाइम वो आपको एग्जांपल्स में हेल्प करेंगी, राइट। सो मेक श्योर दैट यू आर राइटिंग ऑल द एग्जांपल्स, व्हाट आर द चेंजेस दैट सोसाइटी इज ब्रिंगिंग अप, एआई में क्या बदलाव हुआ है, राइट, व्हाट आर द टेकी थिंग्स दैट इंडिया इज कमिंग अप विद, राइट, व्हाट आर द रिलेशनशिप्स, बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है, अबाउट द लोकेशंस, अबाउट द मैप्स, everything should be learned, right? So make sure that you are covering this in general studies too, right? Now staying ahead in science and technology, a core requirement for paper 2 is to stay updated with the technology trends. This ensures answers reflect current development in the science and tech section. As I said, current affairs are very important, saying it again and again. जितने ज्यादा अपडेटेड रहोगे, that what are the changes that India is coming up with, right? Your state is coming up with, what are the measures that we are taking, right? How we are putting it in, right? So these things are very important and they should be analyzed efficiently. नहीं current affairs लिखोगे, you won't be able to write this examination, right? As I said before also, that examiner doesn't want to know that if you know these definitions wrong, ठीक है? साथ में बैठा हुआ बच्चा सेम ही तो चीज पढ़ रहा है, right? What different you are reading? but you have to tell the examiner that look, I have the idea, I know how to implement this, I am aware of my surrounding, I exactly know that what is going through this world, what is going in this society, what is going in my state, right? राजस्थान में क्या चल रहा है, इंडिया में क्या चल रहा है, I am aware of that, right? So this is why it is very important that you are going through the current affairs, जो प्री के लिए तो बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है ही, बट मेंस में इट इज गोइंग टू मेक योर पेपर यूनिक. इफ आई हैव टू लाइक मेक इट इन डिफरेंट एंगल, देन इट विल मेक योर पेपर ब्यूटीफुल. ठीक है, कंटेंट आपका जो होगा वो ज्यादा अच्छा दिखेगा, यूनिक दिखेगा. फॉर दिस रीजन एग्जाम्पल्स, थिंकर्स, करंट अफेयर्स मस्ट, you cannot write it without them. Now moving again with general studies 3, polity and administration. So paper 2 requires mastery over Indian polity, world politics and public administrations. Again, this paper demands strong foundational knowledge alongside current relevances. हर पेपर में आपको करंट रेलेवेंस दिखाना बहुत जरूरी है कि अभी क्या चेंजेस आए हैं, what are the changes that you can make. And the way I told you that you have to like put yourself in that shoe and you have to understand that what changes you would have made. तुम क्या करते हो सिचुएशन में, राइट? तो आपको ज्यादा एनालाइज करने में हेल्प मिलेगी, राइट? उस सिचुएशन को जानने में ज्यादा हेल्प मिलेगी, राइट? व्हाई दोस डिसीजंस वर टेकिंग, व्हाट वाज द रीजन बिहाइंड टेकिंग दोस डिसीजंस एंड व्हाई इट वाज नॉट टेकिंग अकॉर्डिंग टू योर वे. इट विल हेल्प यू टू चेंज योर थिंकिंग एज वेल. करंट अफेयर्स अगर साथ में लोग नहीं मिल रहे हैं टू हैव द डिस्कशंस, पिक करंट अफेयर्स, try to challenge them and then talk to the current affairs, right? Now language proficiency and accuracy, paper 4 require regular grammar practice. The focus area include comprehensive and precise writing. Candidates must maintain clarity and accuracy in both the languages. Okay, आपकी यूनिकनेस के ज्यादा, ठीक है, एग्जांपल्स के साथ साथ, स्ट्रक्चर के साथ साथ, देयर इज अनदर इंपॉर्टेंट दैट इज लैंग्वेज. ठीक है, हाउ यू आर राइटिंग दी आंसर, राइट? इट शुड लाइक रिफ्लेक्ट कीवर्ड्स आल्सो. ठीक है, जैसे ही आप कीवर्ड्स को उठाना शुरू करेंगे, एज आई सेड, यू कैन डू फ्रॉम द करंट अफेयर एंड एज इन प्लूटस आईएएस टीचर्स विल बी डिक्टेटिंग, यू विल हेल्प यू थ्रू योर जर्नी, राइट? तो आपको यहाँ से समझना होगा कि लैंग्वेज जरूरी है, राइट? इट शुड बी लाइक प्रिसाइज, इट शुड बी ग्रामेटिकली फ्री, नो एरर शुड बी मेड, और तभी आप आंसर अपना क्लैरिटी और एक्यूरेसी के साथ लिख पाओगे. आई होप दिस इज क्लियर. और इसमें डरने की जरूरत नहीं है, बिकॉज जैसे ही आप प्रैक्टिस करोगे, राइट, व्हेन यू प्रैक्टिस डेली, यू राइट वन आंसर डेली, आपकी एक्यूरेसी भी मेंटेन होगी. ठीक है, क्या क्या मेंटेन होगा? एक तो एक्यूरेसी मेंटेन होगी, स्पीड मेंटेन होगी, राइट, पैटर्न विल बी मेंटेन्ड, राइट, फिर उसके बाद स्ट्रक्चर विल बी मेंटेन्ड, योर एग्जांपल्स विल बी मेंटेन्ड, राइट, और फिर उसके बाद आपका यूनिकनेस, right, that will be maintained. So what you have to do, you just have to be in the classroom, you have to listen to the class teacher, you have to give the test, you have to make notes, you have to show the consistency, you have to show the hard work, and you have to ask questions. Okay, and you have to put yourself in that basically situation and analyze it properly. और जितने भी key factors मैंने यहाँ पे बोले हैं, please try to analyze them and try to implement them. ठीक है, पेपर कभी टफ होता ही नहीं है. It's never about that gives paper moderate or difficult. It's about you, that how your preparation is going on. If you are preparing well, paper is never difficult. अगर आपको वो difficult लग रहा है, ठीक है, तो आप कहीं ना कहीं lag कर गए हो, because there are people who cleared that examination but you didn't. So it might be that you lagged somewhere. I'm not demotivating you, but that's the reality. Let's be practical about it, but let's be logical about it. ठीक है, कहीं ना कहीं आप lag कर रहे हो, that's why you didn't clear that examination, right? Tough कुछ भी नहीं है. You can clear it if you thought about this examination. पहला step, पहली जीत तो तुम्हारी वहीं पर होगी, because you thought about this examination, right? Second thing is that you have to do hard work. वो तो किसी भी चीज में करना पड़ेगा आपको, consistency भी हर चीज में आपको दिखानी पड़ेगी. पर अगर आप ये चीज कर जाते हो, then I can assure you that I can guarantee you in Plutus IAS, right, there are like best teachers and they'll help you throughout your this journey. ठीक है, इतना प्रेशर लेने की जरूरत नहीं है. All you have to do is be in the classroom, exactly present here and listen to your teacher. Thank you.